Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus which is what? Number system. Okay dear students, and in that previous class, we discuss a very important topic of your chapter. Means we discuss about your topic conversion of your recurring decimal into the form of P upon Q, and we take and solve some important questions based on that. Now dear students, now today we also take and discuss some important questions based on base topics. After that we discuss about some other important topic related to that chapter. Let's see. So your take now the question is express each of the following decimals, each of the following decimals, express each of the following decimals in the form P upon Q. In the form P upon Q, and your first question is what? 0.35, and the second part of this question is what? 0.585. Okay, now let's see its solution. Now, let's express each of the following decimals in the form P upon Q, in the form of P upon Q. Okay, this is one of the most important question related to your syllabus. Okay, so let's see what is the process to solve that type of questions. Okay, let's see. Lesson first of all, let us consider your first of all we take the first part of this question and solve it. Okay. Now let us take the let's take the value of x is 0.35 bar. Okay. This is our first step for that solution or for solving that equation, and after second step, and now in the next step, what I do, we remove the bar. Bar represent what? Keep that number 35 repeating so many times. So that is all we can write x is equal to 0.35353535 and also on. We take equation 1. Now, in next process, in next step, what I do, dear students, in next step, we observe that how many digits are repeated. Okay, how many digits are repeated. Okay, so how many numbers of digits having bars? So in that question, the number of digits which having bar is 2. So we must be multiplied in equation 1 by 100. In yesterday class, we discussed about that topic. Now, if the number of digits having bar is 1, then we must be multiplied by 10 both side of that equation 1, and if the number of digits having bar is 2, then we must be multiplied by 100 both sides. If the number of digits having bar is 3, then we must be multiplied by 100. Now for that question, we must be multiplied by 100 in equation 1. We get, let's see what I get. This is 100x is equal to, this is 3 5 and also on this equation number 2. Okay. Now this is next step. Now what is the next step from there? The next step is where we subtract equation 1 from 2. Okay. Now dear students, we subtract equation 1 from equation 2 we get. Okay, now we subtract equation 1 from equation 2 we get, that is 100x minus x is equal to 35.3535 and also on minus 0.353535 and also on. Now what we get? Let's see. We get is what? This is 99x. Okay, this is 99x is equal to, here we only get 35 because of all terms is equal to what? 0 now. 3535 and also 35 0.35 is 0 to 0 tends to 0. So we have 99, we get 99x is equal to 35. Thus the value of x is what? The value of x is what? 35 upon 99. This is the required solution of the given question. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, students, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic is in this way. Okay, in first stage you take as x is equal to given number which we given in your question. After that you observe that you find the number of how many digits which having bar. So in that question the number of digits which having bar is 2, so we must multiply by 100 both side of equation 1. So after multiplying by 100, so we get this. Now we subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So in this way we get the value of x, which is our required solution of the given question. Thus in this way we take as x is equal to this now. So we write 0.35 bar in the form of p upon q as 35 upon 99. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, so in this way lesson you can solve each and every question of your syllabus. Now similarly lesson we take and solve the next part of this question. Okay, let's see. Now we take and solve the second part of this question. Here we write, first of all we let us consider let the value of x is equal to 0.585 bar. Okay, this is the first step for that question. Now in next step what I do, in next step we remove their bar. Okay, so we can write bar or we can write x is equal to 0.585 and dot so on. We take equation number 1. Now what I do in next step, now let's see. Result in that question we observe that the number of digits which having bar is what? The number of digits which having bar is 3. Okay, so we must be multiplied by 1000 in both side of equation 1. Okay, now we must be multiplied by 100. Now we must multiply by 100 in both sides must be multiplied by 100 in both sides of the equation. When we get what? This is 100x is equal to, now if you multiply by 100 then decimal take place in that position. So this is 585.585 and dot so on. Take equation number 2. Okay, now we subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Okay, we get what we get. Let's see, this is 100x minus x is equal to, this is 585.585 minus 0.585 and dot from it. Okay, now we get as what? This is 100 means 19. Oh, sorry, so we must multiply by 1000 now, because of in that question the number of digits which having bar is 3 now, so we must multiply by 1000. Okay, so this is 1000, so we okay, yes, so this is 1000, so this is 999x is equal to 5855. Now what I get? Thus the value of x is what? Thus the value of x is what? 585.999. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, thus in this way we write the given decimal pure recurring decimal number into the form of p upon q. Okay, so this is the solution, this is the method to solve that type of question. Okay, dear students, so please do more and more practices of that type of question, which is very important for you and your upcoming examination. Now we are going to discuss about the topic conversion of a mixed recurring decimal to the form of p upon q. Let's see, dear friends. Now, yes, students, now we are going to discuss about the topic conversion of a mixed recurring decimal conversion of a mixed recurring decimal to the form p upon q. Okay, and this is a very important topic of your syllabus. Let's see. In that topic, we are going to discuss about the conversion of a mixed recurring decimal into the form of P upon Q. So, dear friends, in on conversing that type of question, we follow some steps. So, please we read and you listen. Please read and listen carefully. In order to convert a mixed recurring decimal to the form of P upon Q, we just follow the following steps. In first step, dear friends, obtain the mixed recurring decimal and we write it equal to x. First of all, we have the given recurring decimal and we take as x. Okay. Now, in second step, determine the number of digits after the decimal point which do not have bar. After that, we find the number of digits after the decimal which do not have bar. Okay. On them, let there be n digit without bar just after the decimal point. So we find that digits ki how many digits after the decimal place which do not have bar. Suppose that we let us consider n. Okay. Now multiply by both sides of x by 10 to the power n. We multiply by x both sides of 10 to the power n. Here n is what? The number of digits which do not have bar from the right side of the decimal. Okay. Now, so that only the repeating decimal is on the right side of the decimal, use the method of converting pure recurring decimal to the form P1Q and obtain the values of x. So for that, first of all, we take and solve some important question based on these topics. Okay, dear students, let's see what is the we take some important question based on this topic and solve simplify them. Let's see. So let's see some questions. And the question is, express the following decimals express the following decimals in the form P upon Q. Okay, in the form P upon Q. And the questions are, first is what? 0.32 and bar is on 32. Okay. Second one, this is 0.123, 0.123 and bar is on 3 only. Okay. And third one is what? Third one is what? 0.003, 0.00352 and bar is 2, which is 52. Okay. Now let's see its solution. Now, dear student, what is the process to solve that question? Okay, let's see. We solving equation first. So, in express the following decimals in the form P upon Q. Na? So, just I discuss about that. In first step, what I do, we take the given value as x. Okay, let us consider. First of all, let x is equal to 0.32 bar. Now, after that, what I do? Now, we must find. So, we find the how many digits which not after the decimal which do not having the bar. Okay, which do not having the bar, which is what? 1 na? Which is what? 1. Here, take equation number 1. Okay. Now, here the number of digits, the number of digits after the decimal which do not have bar is 1 na, because of here 0.32 and bar only on 2 number 2 na, and the number of in that question the number of digits of after the decimal which do not have bar, which is what 1, that is we must be multiplied, that is the value of n is what 1. Okay, so we must be multiplied by 10 to the power n, that is 10 to the power 1, that is or 10 in both side of equation 1 we get, in both side of equation 1. So we get what, let's see, we get 10x is equal to 3.2 bar, 3.2 bar. Okay, 3.2 bar. Now we also write that in the form 10x is equal to 3 plus 0.2 bar, and in just previous topic we just discussed about that type of questions, and you know that the value of 0.2 bar is what, 2 upon 9. Okay, so here we put as 10x is equal to 3 plus 2 upon 9. Now we solve them. So this is what, 9, 27 plus 2, that is 29 upon 9. So x is equal to 29 upon 90. 29 upon 90. This is the required solution of the given question. So, this is one of the most important questions related to your syllabus. So, please, dear students, you do more and more practices of that type of question. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay, dear friends. Now, first of all, we take as x, which is given question. After that, here we write the number of digits which not having the bar, which is 1. So we must multiply as 10 to the power n, that is 10 to the power 1 and 10. So we get this, and after that we simplify in previous question. Okay, now similarly we take it from the second and third part of this question. Let's see. Now, let's see the third part of this question, which is what? First of all, second question. First of all, we let x is equal to 0.32 bar. Sorry, 0.123 power bar. No? Now, what I do? We take equation 1. So, first of all, we observe that how many digits after the decimal which do not have the bar, having the bar, which is 2. Here the number of digits which do not have the bar is what? 2, that is the value of is 2. So we multiply by 10 to the power 2 or 100 in both side of equation 1. Okay, we get what we get. Let's see. This is 100x is equal to, this is 1.3 bar. Okay, now we also write as 100x is equal to 12.0.3 bar, and since you know that the value of 0.3 bar is what, 3 upon 9, so we get as 100x is equal to 100 plus 3 upon 9, and 1 upon 3. Yeah, right as it is. Okay, so 100x 108 plus 3 upon 9, so we get as 11. Okay, now this is 101 now. Yes, this is 111 upon 9. Thus the value of x is what? The value of x is what? 111 upon 900. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, so this is the process to solve that type of question. Similarly, we can solve the third part of this question. Okay, let's see. After that topic is completed. Okay. Now, similarly, we can solve that one. Let us consider x is equal to 0.00352 bar. Okay. Now, what I do, students? Again, we apply the same concept. First of all, we observe that how many digits after the decimal which do not have having the bar. So here, how many digits are there? Which is 3. So here the number of digits which do not having the bar of the right side after the decimal is what? 3. So we take n is equal to what? 3. After that, we must multiply in the equation 1. We must multiply of equation 1 in both sides of equation 1 by 10 to the power n, that is 10 to the power 3. So we means 1000. Okay, or 1000. So we must multiply equation 1, both sides of equation 1 by 1000. So we get what? We get as what? 1000x is equal to 3.52 bar. Okay, 3.52 bar. So we can write y as what? 1000x is equal to 3 plus 0.52 bar. So we can write 3 plus 52 upon 99. Okay, now after simplify, 1000x is equal to 97 plus 52 upon 99. So we get 349 upon 99. So the value of x is what? 349 upon 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the required solution of the given equation. Thus, dear student, in this way, in today's class, we take and discuss the very important topic related to your chapter. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, so we discuss. Please do more and more questions of all that question which we discuss in that class. Then now after that in next class we take and discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is irrational numbers, and proving some number is rational or rational. Okay, now thanks to all.